Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and a couple days ago I did the border of my piece showing the Derwent graphite huge blocks, the XL blocks, and I showed kind of a really quick demo using these, and I thought I would just do a little story time, just a little hang out and paint while I do the middle portion. So the middle portion is where I'm watercoloring the actual prompts. I am doing Drawloween, and these are just, I'll show you a couple of them. When I'm all done, I'll do an official sketchbook tour and I'll talk about everything I've done, and I will do fuller reviews on this indigo from Daniel Smith because it is nothing like the indigos I've used prior, and the ones prior I used from Schminke and the one from the Gansai Tambi set, but this one acts different and I like it, but it may not be for everyone. So I thought I would just paint and draw and check in with everyone. So we are kind of getting really close to almost the halfway point of the October drawing challenge, and this is the month with the most amount of challenges, and I just wanted to make sure folks aren't giving up. They're gonna keep working, they're gonna keep plugging away, they're still feeling motivated to do the things. I'm really hoping that that's the case. I know the middle portion of the drawing challenge feels like it's going on forever, but just worry about today, think about tomorrow, and you know, maybe thinking about the halfway point is too much. So if that's the case, don't think about it like that, and we'll just talk about today and worry about tomorrow. Are you checking out all the amazing creations going on with Blacktober? If you're not familiar with what Blacktober is, that is a month-long creator event for folks that are, it's for Black creators by Black creators. So if you're a mixed Black creator, this challenge is also for you, and it's to celebrate and uplift the skills of all these folks doing all this amazing stuff that would otherwise kind of be overlooked. And I think it's such an important creator challenge. It's so important to uplift and acknowledge. There's a prompt list that goes along with it. There's even a place where you can donate to the creator fund if you want to help some of these creators. And you can use, you know, visual arts, cosplay, writing, streaming. There's so many options within this creator challenge that it's just phenomenal. It's turned October into like one of my favorite months. And if you don't know who to follow, or you think maybe your timeline or your stream isn't showing you enough of Blacktober, then I would recommend like places like Instagram. You can follow the hashtag. So just type in the hashtag Blacktober under the search bar and click follow, and start getting some of those amazing pieces of art in your stream, and show some love. Retweet, like, comment. Let's be supportive and show everybody that the art space is the most welcoming and inclusive space, because I think we can definitely do that. If you're wondering what I'm painting, I am painting one of those deep sea diver suits. And I believe this one's from like the 1950s, but I know they span back farther than that. And I'm trying to, I drew everything out in pencil first to make sure that I wasn't gonna run out of space on the page, because sometimes I get super excited and I size up incorrectly. And if you're wondering what tape I'm using, this is a washi tape that's paper. And this is a really cheap one. It's polka dot, it has a cardboard roll. There's no writing inside. Like Scotch makes their own tape. Can you see that in there? But this is a vinyl and it'll rip your paper. And the ones that are really fun metallic, that have a sticker backing, are also too sticky. This is one by Hideratori. I'm sorry, I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but this one's also too sticky. And if you're using like 100% cotton rag, the washi tape is going to pull at those cotton fibers and rip it. So I'm using one that's more of a wood pulp. This is the Speedball. I'll link all the products I'm using down below, but I'm working small. So this is small detail brushes, small painting. I feel like for Drawloween, some of these prompts are kind of like fan fiction, and I've never really done fan fiction before. And some of them are like, you know, these will be perfect things to hang on the wall for the Addams Family house. Like this would definitely be art that they're into. It's kind of making me laugh. Anyway, I just thought I would talk a little bit about that. And this is what I'm using over here to the side, is just a cheap 6-well watercolor thing, and each well is a various dilution of the indigo at different strengths, and I'm just reusing this and not cleaning it out. So I'm reusing this every single day, and then on top is it at 100% strength, which is what the background is. It's 100% strength. And my cats have decided that I'm recording a video. It's a really good time to run around like crazies. But please don't give up. Please keep going with your drawing challenge. I really want to see all the amazing art everybody's creating, and we have to support each other. I'm getting a lot of cat hair on my brush, and that's partly because the cat bed is up here. One of our cats likes to be close to people, even though she's not a fan of being touched. Hi, cat. Can you hear them? Oh, it's a good time to run, apparently. Anyway, the prompt for today is Lagoon. And all I could think about was that old movie, The Creature from the Black Lagoon. But I decided to go for this instead. There's a great Wikipedia page about the history of these deep sea diving suits. So the top part is like a copper, it's super heavy, it's called a bonnet. And it actually gets bolted in, and the bottom portion is called a corset. And I know, like, somewhere there is a woman from the 1700s rolling over in her grave going, "That's not what I meant when I said you should try it." But yeah, this is kind of what I'm working on. It's very monochromatic. It's been a lot of fun. Watercolor's a lot of fun, and then I always am like, I need to do this more. So, anyway. Yep. Watercolor is slow. So if you are right-handed, I would suggest start working in the top right and work your way down, because if you start working bottom to top, your hand is going to wipe through and you're going to smear it. The same goes for if you are left-handed. You're probably more used to this in the Western world, but your hand goes across and smears everything. So if you're left-handed, you're going to want to start the top right corner and work your way down to avoid smearing. Fun with watercolor. It gets so messy so quickly. That's what happens. I'm going to have to try and show all these details with shadow and light. I'll post a link to the finished illustration because there's no way I can do this in 10 minutes in real time. But I do think it's important to show sort of what it looks like when you start and where it ends up. And again, I don't have the sort of creator confidence just to take my brush to the paper and be like, oh yeah, I know what a deep sea diving suit from the 1950s looks like. I have to just sketch everything. And then I kind of go back and I erase it so it's not quite so dark. I don't want to see it through my watercolor. So you could either draw with like a 4H, which is a really, really light, hard pencil lead that's really pale. Or if you're like me and you're stubborn and you like really soft, dark ones, you just have to go back in and erase. Here's some of the bolts. I can't imagine the whole thing with deep sea diving, like the bends, that totally freaks me out with the pressure of the water and you can't come up right away. Oh man, I can't with that. It's too much. But there are really cool design suits. It sort of reminds me of either that cartoon Chicken Little with fish out of water or that movie Hellboy, where one of the characters kind of lives in one of these suits, but he's like steam or air or something. So they're sort of popularized in different movies and television things. These really heavy suits. I imagine you have to be licensed to wear these. I know there's some museums that have some on display, but I think the first iteration of these was like in the 1400s. So these have been around a while, which is just, it's crazy to me. So I hope you have a wonderful evening or day. I hope you check out Blacktober and follow and support some Black creators and tell them how amazing their art is, because it's fantastic. And I hope you don't give up and you keep working and you keep plugging away on your October challenge. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.